All right, welcome back. So we did the problem in the green. I kind of broke everything down. So if you want to know how I did that, go back to level 1 of the breakdown video for linear equations. I'm going to move on to the purple and may move a little bit faster this time. When we look at the purple problem, the problem in the purple, we see a negative 6n minus 2 is equal to 16. So currently the equation is balanced, right? It is equal on both sides. 16 is equal to negative 6n minus 2. So whatever we do to one side of this equal sign, we have to do the same to the other side in order to keep it equal. Okay? All right, so let's pick a good color here, yellow. So let's draw our wall, a little line to separate the two sides, okay? So we're solving for n. We know the answer to n, right? That's given. Okay, if we were to take this negative 3, this here at the bottom, if we was to take negative 3 and plug it in for n, we should get 16, right? So we want to see the steps involved to get there. So first thing we want to do here, we have this constant number, this negative 2 right here. We want to get rid of that negative 2. So one thing I want to stress to my students is when you look at this negative 2 or this minus 2, you have to look at it as two things. Okay, let me get my little pointer. So look at it as a minus 2 and a negative 2, depending on when you singling it out. When I read the equation out, I read negative 6n minus 2. But if I'm just looking at this 2, I have to include the sign. Okay, I have to include that little subtraction sign and make that my sign. That is a negative 2 now. Every single time you see that. If I go down here, this is not a positive 8. This is a negative 8. Okay, if you go over here in the yellow and look at the 5, this is a negative 5. And of course this is easier, but most cases I'm talking about the second number. So this here, this 2 is not a positive 2b. This is a negative 2b if I'm just looking at the number by itself. All right. So now we want to get rid of this negative 2. In order to get rid of it, we have to plus 2. All right. Plus 2 on both sides of the equal sign in order to keep the equation balanced. Right? These two numbers cancel out, and we're left with negative 6 times n, or negative 6n, means the same thing, is equal to 16 plus 2, which is 18. All right, so to get rid of the negative 6, you have to divide by negative 6. Why? Because negative 6, or because the opposite of multiplication is division. So we divide it, cancels out, and we have n is equal to, don't forget to divide this side also by negative 6. So 18 divided by negative 6 equals negative 3. That is our answer. Okay, I'm going to do one more problem and leave one problem for you to solve. Let's do the problem in the blue. So let's do the blue color, or teal, or whatever color it is. All right, so we have the equal sign here. Okay, and I'll go a little faster this time. So we have 12 is equal to negative 10p minus 8. All right. So right now the equation is currently balanced. So whatever we do to one side of this line, we have to do the same to the other side of the line. Okay. So we want to get rid of this negative 8, right? Well, the opposite of negative is positive, so plus 8. Whatever we do to one side of the equation of the equal sign, we do the same thing to the other side of the equal sign. All right. So we have 12 plus 8 is 20 is equal to negative 10p, right? That just comes down there. Okay, so negative 10p. This is a multiplication problem here, right? Negative 10 times p. Opposite of multiplication, division. Divide by negative p, negative 10. Okay, divide by negative 10 on both sides. What are we left with? 20 divided by negative 10 is negative 2, right? A positive divided by a negative is always a negative. And then these two here cancel out, and that is our answer for P. It doesn't matter which side P is on, long as P is positive, right? Long as our P, our variable, is a positive number. All right, thank you.